And for my team of the season, I think I might like to go a bit away from the conventional team of the season, maybe something close to that. Well, as my goalkeeper, it will surprise many that I will be going for David Raya, a guy who had the Golden Glove in the English Premier League. But I'll be going for somebody like Martinez. Emiliano Martinez was highly fantastic for Aston Villa. A top 4 finish, not a bad one for Aston Villa. And this guy was so fantastic during the campaign. He kept Aston Villa in some games, even especially the game against Arsenal. Barring his 2 comical own goal against, I think, Liverpool, it's not really been a bad season for him. It was up there all season. And for the 2 central backs, I'll be going with one of the usual suspects, Virgil van Dijk. Very, a kind of a leadership figure in that Liverpool team, kept them in most games. And another man that I would also like to pair with him would be, Brady of Manchester City. Somebody in this score in his first 32 or thereabout games for Manchester City, but getting 7, I think with just a few games to go, getting 7 goals in that space, that's a whole lot. And for the right back, my pick would be nobody but Arnold, a guy who made a big statement when he missed out of I think one of the competitions with the 3 Lions of England. We were all thinking that maybe that might be his end, especially at that level. But no, this campaign, he was able to drag himself back to that best conversation. And another guy, though not a traditional left back, but I would like to put him in that role because he actually did it for his former team. And I'm talking about Gusto. Gusto came in as a perfect replacement for Reece James. In fact, then it was going to look like a risk until he took that position and exerted that position, excellently. So I will be going with him in that left back, although he has been more of a right back than a left back. But looking at the fact that he actually played that role while at Lyon, I will be giving him in that. And my midfield, I will surely be having the 3 great guys, 2 from Arsenal and 1 other person from Manchester City. No better way for Declan Rice to have his first season with the Gunners than what we just witnessed. This guy has shown that in coming years it will be a force to reckon with, especially with the Gunners. So yeah, he has been so fantastic, so great. And another man, though I'm having issues picking between maybe 2 of them now, Rodri of Manchester City and Kevin De Bruyne. But I might be going for Kevin De Bruyne because of his volley sense. Imagine somebody missing out on most part of the season due to injury and still coming back to establishing his mark in that team. So my pick will surely be Kevin De Bruyne to also be one of the midfielders that I will be having in my team of the season. And one other person is Martin Odegaard. Odegaard is a gem, I would say, to Arsenal Football Club, to the English Premier League. I remember when he missed the chance at Real Madrid, I didn't see a guy coming back to playing at the top level again. But look at him, captain, fantastic captain, a leader on the pitch, and the whole lot. So for the last 3 forwards, my number 1 will be Kopama. Kopama is, I like him so much. He's somebody that I saw most of his games at Chelsea. It brings to Chelsea fans a great joy when they see this guy play. Joined from Manchester City, even when he was signed, a lot of Chelsea fans questioned that decision, that of all the players that Chelsea needed back then, why the choice of Kopama? When he's the first 10 games or thereabout for the Blues, he justified that move from Manchester City to Chelsea. And you could see from his contribution, if you remove Kopama's contribution from Chelsea's tally this season, I'm very sure they would have a little or nothing to show. And another person that will also feature in my team of the season is Erling Haaland. Haaland is a beast, although last season it was more a beast than what we saw this season. But it is not easy coming to the English Premier League from the Bundesliga and you're winning the Golden Boot back to back. That's a whole lot. So based on that sentiment, I think he will feature in my team. He's had a great season too, fantastic run. He was up there for most part of the season, and his goals too, especially his brace against Tottenham, proved to be what secured City's the title even before the final game, the final day rather. So, and the last person is the player of the year in the English Premier League, Phil Foden. for that City team, it's always difficult for you as a young striker, especially for a guy who hasn't really been consistent for years. Foden is a great guy, but if you look at his situation with Pep Guardiola, today is in the team, tomorrow is sitting on the bench at some point. Pep had no choice than to play this guy, and you could see from his return, no Manchester City player scored more goals than Phil Foden after Haaland. And if you look at his contribution, not just in terms of scoring the goals, but also creating chances, especially distracting defenders so that Haaland can actually thrive. So Phil Foden will be the last player to feature on my team of the season lineup.